I'm just curious. McGregor. And why is that? Before I move on to something else, is there a particular reason why you believe siya that na mauna?
Is there a reason?
Matuloy kasi hindi natin alam with COVID, Senator. Pero bakit siya?
Because I want to experience to fight a MMA fighter.
Yun. All right. Another question.
Those are the words of Manny Pacquiao by way of my friend, Showbiz the Adult. Okay? Now, like I've been telling you guys about Mayweather, about Manny. Manny Pacquiao is older. Manny Pacquiao is not taking on these tough opponents. Manny Pacquiao at this point is, I think he's learned. And it's a good thing. We don't need another Roberto Duran. We don't need another Sugar Ray Leonard. Those guys were the best in their era, but, I think it's wisdom. That's the word. Wisdom is the word you think of when you do need someone. When you do need someone to actually sit you down and make you understand where you belong in the sport of boxing. He says, I want to know what it's like. I want to know what it's like to fight a UFC fighter. Look, Manny knows fighting Crawford and Errol Spence is not a good idea. Look, if he was going to do that, if he was going to go out on the shield noble-like, cool. Noble-like. But like I told you guys, Manny Pacquiao should vacate that belt. I've told you guys that. I've told you that Manny Pacquiao should sit down. He can do these things with McGregor, but at this point, you can't talk about Floyd because Floyd already done this. Floyd's already in that exhibition realm of success. He's an exhibition champion now. So I think Manny wants to do that too because he's seen the success that McGregor has done and Floyd has done. Okay? People talk shit about Floyd Mayweather, but at the same distance, boom, everybody wants to fight McGregor now, don't they? Why? If it's such a clown or a shit show or a shit fight to fight someone like Conor McGregor because of his inexperience, why are you trying to fight him? Because you were saying that Floyd shouldn't have fought him, but now you guys want to. Same shit with Manny. Manny wants to do that. Great. Wonderful. If Manny wants to do that, he needs to give up the WBA strap. Vacate it. Don't hold on to it like a badge of honor. You fought Keith Thurman and you put his ass in depression and got him all fat after beating him. Right? Give the man or the men the opportunity to fight for that belt to see what can accumulate in the welterweight division. Maybe somebody like your Dennis Ugas ends up with it or something like that. Let's get someone else, some new blood, some people that are still hungry, that are still interested in boxing per se, okay? Fighting boxers, not UFC guys, not MMA fans, or MMA stars, okay? So those ways, I think, should work for Manny. Give that belt up. And it goes to show you this, too. This is the irony of it. You have Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fighting over the torch to fighting Manny Pacquiao, and the torch has already went out. Because the moment he signs the dotted line to fight someone like Conor McGregor, he will no longer be interested in fighting someone like Errol Spence or Terence Crawford. So guess what? Shit on you guys. That's great. Especially Errol Spence, because that was his duck out fight. Now he's looking at Canelo. That's great. Fight Canelo then. But as far as Terence Crawford and all those other guys, look, if he's not going to fight them, let it be. Stop fighting over someone that won't be there. And like I told you guys, there's no guarantee that Manny Pacquiao will be there. There's no guarantee that he will be that guy. Okay? that fights until he gets old, and then people start beating him up, and then more people start beating him up. Then he turns into a Roberto Duran or a Roy fucking Jones, or somebody like that. Somebody was once special and gifted and admired and legend and all that shit. And then they're only getting beat by people that ain't worth a shit. Okay? So, Manny Pacquiao decides to go the Mayweather route, to go the experimental route, to go the lucrative route. Because you know Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor is going to sell. What's happening? Conor McGregor going to talk a lot of shit. What's going on, laddie? I know you like Hennessy, laddie. Price some cup of 12. I don't drink anymore because my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. That doesn't have anything to do with it. Doesn't matter. Try some Papa 12. Coat your throat. Right? Then he gonna have Michael Blackston fucking translating for him. He's a bitch. He's a bitch ass dude that likes to drink. He's no fucking good. I will tell you, I will beat him easily, better than Floyd's broke ass. With his couple watches and his couple bitches. Right? That's what he's going to do. And it's great. I'm glad. Because first of all, I wanted Manny to retire. And this is his way of doing it. This is his way of retiring right here. Right now. Doing exactly what the fuck he's doing. Taking the UFC route. Fighting a guy that is very popular in a totally different sport. And then once you do that, you're not fighting a real boxer. You're fighting a fighter that's attached to another platform totally altogether. So you're not fighting boxers anymore. So you're out. Great. Great. That's a good thing. And I'm proud of Manny Pacquiao for that. Because I don't want to see his fucking head get knocked off by somebody like Spence where it's not really fair anymore. Or Terence Crawford, that Terence Crawford's going to fuck him off. It's not fair anymore. Why? Because he's 42 years old, man. Because anybody and everybody, even if Manny was game and this, that, and the other, you shouldn't be punching on no 42-year-old man. But for that reason, that 42-year-old man shouldn't get his ass in there with them young lions. Okay? So that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think of Manny Pacquiao picking Conor McGregor over Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, 2 champions at the welterweight division. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.